Hey y'all, this is Jaylee. I wanted to talk about narcissistic abuse today. I know it's a topic that's thrown around a lot, but I want to have an open discussion because there's things that go on in this world that are not okay. You don't throw things at women. You don't hit them and tell them they're not good enough. You don't tell them they ain't about nothing. And if it wasn't for you, they wouldn't be shit. My narcissist made it where I couldn't talk to my family. I couldn't have any friends. I couldn't go to work. If I went to work, I was getting phone calls about why I was at work, when I was coming home, what I was doing, who I was with. And no matter what I said, my narcissist didn't listen. There was no belief system whatsoever. My narcissist would throw a big dictionary at my head and then want me to just make love to him. My narcissist made me feel like I was never good enough for anyone. My narcissist, as we got older, let my kids disrespect me, talk to me like I was a nobody. Nothing I did was enough. I couldn't please him. And I don't think there's enough women that have came to terms and peace with this thing that we call narcissistic abuse. A lot of people throw it around, but it goes so much deeper than just throwing around a label. When you have tea dumped on your head, are threatened by videos, that's pretty disturbing and tormenting to one's soul. And you go out here and you get abused so much. The TV's got everybody sexualized, music's got everybody sexualized, and that's what everybody's looking for at. And that's what they see value in instead of you as a person. And I hear women talk all the time about their worth. They're worth this, they're worth that. And let me tell you, you're not worth anything if you're going to treat someone like they're a nobody. And the sad thing is, I want to talk about it because nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody wants to make excuses for bad behaviors. And I'm not going to sit here and call myself a saint. I'm just saying that when you got trauma and you were sexually abused as a kid, you carry that abuse with you everywhere you go. And then it's like it just keeps attracting to you. And I begged God, I wanted it to stop. Even if it meant my life being over, I wanted to stop that. I know good and well, gosh, I'm a sinner. There is no way God intended for some of the things that happened in this life to be the way they are. I hear people talking about the 3 ways, all these mixed relationships with 27 girlfriends. I've heard men tell me that their own spouse was sexually abused and they're out here abusing them too. I want it to stop. I want it to stop. It seems like the narcissist just keeps getting away with everything they want to do. They are cheaters. They are liars. They're manipulators. They will cover for their friends and lie to you. It's hard to swallow all the things that my narcissist did to me. The forced sex, the forced, you gotta show up at every function and act just this way. You can't be another way. You can't say this and you can't say that and you can't do this and you can't do that. And all I wanted to do was not walk on a damn eggshell anymore. And then that becomes a problem too. I want a little bit of happiness in my life before I die and leave here. I want somebody to tell me where that place is. Because I don't see the point of why we come here. All these relationships are failing. None of that's in our Bible. So, narcissism has got to come from people thinking that they're God. And you're not. You have a date and a time that you will die just like you were born. I want to know where the happiness in life is after going through abuse and trauma. I had to do some research on this because I didn't know much about narcissism. I had an experience. Somebody, he's got millions of dollars. I get it. He's got millions. But I don't care about your fancy car. And I don't care about your big old house. I just didn't want people to lie and deceive me anymore. It's like if you go out here, even in a job, if you say the wrong thing, look the wrong way, people are just cruel and evil. I have a hard time understanding, is that the life that I signed up for? So, I want this to be a platform where people could talk and we can relate. I know that I'm not the only person that's been through things like this. And I really just want to be able to talk about how evil and conniving and demonic and that's got to be from Satan. And I want to know how you get out of it. What's the next step After you can admit that you've been abused, where do you go? I appreciate you guys listening to me. My name's Jaylee.